What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back at it again for our January session of AI for breakfast. My name is Champ Bobbitt. This is Steve Bayonne. Glad to have all you new guys and gals in the building with us. Steve, talk to him.
What's going on, everybody? Let's get to work. Let's get to work. It's been a couple this is our first one of the new year. So we do this segment called AI for breakfast bi-weekly, so twice a month where we just we just keep up with the news and insight in artificial intelligence just to make sure we're staying abreast. We tend to drop new courses and just got to go over what's happening and what the new narrative is or the current narrative. What's happening in the AI space. Hold on a second. I'm going to actually drop. So if you guys are new, I don't know if you got into the group or not, but I'm going to drop the link in here for you to join. Free to join. When you get in, it'll be in your portal. So if you're part of the academy, you'll see it in access to your groups. And it's also visible in your groups too. So you can just click on there and it's free to join. Part of us creating this was, last year, the AI narrative just took off. It actually went past cryptocurrency. Crypto was kind of standing in a stalemate. So I said, you know what, let's secure, let's create a community and just feed them information on what AI is, right? Because we kept hearing a whole bunch of stuff. You're seeing all these apps and softwares being developed to make our life easier, but what we're not realizing is we're actually biting our face. Coders have gotten to a point where they've outcoded themselves. All right. So their jobs aren't safe. And now when we're looking at just how fast this technology is moving, I would say within the next 2 years, you'll be able to build an entire organization just off of not only speaking prompts, but you could literally say, hey, can you create a duplicate of Skyton Academy and make it better? And that's where we're entering right now. You're going to have faceless agents, AI agents. Nothing is going to be real, right? Yeah, ran by real people. Okay. And when you start to enter that phase in humanity, you know, we've never been here before, but so we could only speculate on what's going to happen. But I could tell you that I don't like the way it's trending, and I think you guys, they're coming from the old school, operating with people, exchanging energy. Uh, there's just I just don't see it being like amazing in all aspects. And I'll give you a couple examples. So I had a friend who was in the restaurant business, and then they end up closing the restaurant down. They're going to open another one. In person, sit down, right? Exchange of energy, partaking in food and libations, things like that. So they went over to a ghost kitchen, right? So this is where you have a building with some kitchens, small rooms, and everybody's cooking, and then you have orders. Robots are coming to the door, orders are being taken to the front, DoorDash, etc. And you kind of know the rest of it, right? This is the at-home service. No one's no not saying anyone, but there's a new industry of just younger kids who aren't going to restaurants anymore. It's Netflix and chill situation. So this is the rise of the Uber Eats and the DoorDash and things like that. So to each its own, right? But my friend, they didn't last 1 month in the ghost kitchen. And when we spoke about it, he was like, yo, there was no human touch or element to it. Everything was just automated. If you didn't pay something on time, they shut down your ability instantly to just do business, right? Whereas there was always some sort of flexibility in the real world. Um, and right before he left, there was a lady that left, and she was telling him she had a management position, and most of the positions are in like South America, meaning the customer service. So you didn't have the opportunity to speak to anybody if something went wrong, right? So there is an up and a downside to too much automation. Long story short, they left in the middle of the night. The lady who had left, she had a management position, and she was trying to warn them. She gave the phone number, and they finally called her, and she was like, "Listen, I just want to forewarn you that hidden fees, like just a whole bunch of things that you don't see in the contracts, and it's automated. So there's no negotiation at this point. So you're basically locked in." And then he did notice like a surgence of restaurants closing as they were coming in. I think probably something like 20 people were leaving. And the ones that are surviving inside of ghost kitchens are the big box kind of establishments, the wing stops, and people who have like franchises. They're doing very well in those situations, right? Lower overhead for them. But if you're like a mom and pop operation, you're going to lose that touch, and that's not what we really why a lot of restaurant owners come into business for. It really is to grow a community of people. And looking at what we've created here with Skyton Academy, and part of us moving to our own platform was because we didn't want to be affiliated with the metas and the IGs, the X and the TikToks and things like that, right? They're great to initially get your message out, but if you don't have community within the next, I'd say, 12 months, you're going to be fucked. You're not going to be able to communicate with people. IP, intellectual property, is where our value is. So when you put your IP on these third-party exchanges, they own all of it. So they could literally recreate my likeness and image without my permission. The same thing's happening in Hollywood. I have friends in Hollywood who are, they worked on various aspects of movies, and the jobs are dwindling. The calls aren't coming in. Everything is going AI. And this is just the fourth industrial revolution. So there is no stopping it at this point. It's just here. But I think we're going to have a lot of issues in just overall in humanity with the inability to speak to somebody, right? They've been training us with chatbots and robots and things. So I'm cool with it because most of my customer service issues, I'd much rather deal with something easier than a call center in God knows where the language barrier is a little bit tough and only to not get your shit handled. Right. So now we're talking about inefficient systems that now are becoming efficient with technology. So that's why we decided to just create this to keep people abreast on just what's happening. So at the walk-in, and I'll just show you guys who are new, you have access to um, free courses, right? So once you come into the AI Visionaries Network, you head over to learning. There's a start here. I want everybody to go there first. And then guys, just bear with me because we have a lot of new people coming in the last month or two. So I just need to catch them up to speed. So you get to the start here. I want you guys to watch that. And then we've created these courses that you take in the exact order that they're listed. So you want to go to AI Made Simple. It's a beginner's course. We have AI in Everyday Life. Before we start to wrap our head around like what AI is going to do to us, you just need to know what AI is. And so we've created these simple, they're really short, they're to the point, and we gave like real examples of it, right? So we've been using AI has been around since the 1950s. We're using AI every day. Navigation, music, Netflix. When you watch a movie, it gives you recommendations. That's all artificial intelligence. These are agents that are building ways to make things easier. Okay. We have the top 5 AI job impacts and new roles in the world. AI and job place displacement, the future of work. This is important for everybody who's in the workforce. Even if you own your own business, we are not susceptible to thinking that we're going to be okay. All right. Um, AI evolution. This is probably by far the best one to me. This is the 5 levels of the open AI model. And just go through that and then you'll start to see like where we're headed to the point where the 5th model is going to be able to recreate organizations just by talking. So, I just saw an interview with the CEO of Klarna. And these guys are just like, in the next couple of years, they don't see the need for CEOs and high level positions. So you remember some of my early conversations in this group was it's going to start from the bottom up, customer service, just people who are a little lower on the totem pole, but it's actually coming for everybody now, right? So AI for non-coders, AI bias. And then today we just launched our introduction to AI agents. This is a game changer right here. Okay. So get through these courses. They're really simple and to the point. You're not going to spend a whole lot of time on them, but you're going to get a good, deeper understanding of it. And then we have a couple paid verticals in here. So we have this AI job impact report. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but at the end of the day, we run these custom reports for you um, if you're in a workforce and you want to kind of see what AI is about to do to your workforce. And Champ, if you want, just drop the link in the bio for them. You guys can kind of check out the website. So we kind of give you what's happening. We give you news articles. We give you all we can do is really upskill ourselves at this point now, right? If you're looking to stay in the industry that you're in, what's going to happen is there's not going to be a whole lot of jobs left, but they're going to keep a certain amount of jobs for people who are skilled in AI. So you're going to work alongside a robot or a machine. At some point, I think they just eliminate everything. We've totally lost touch with just again the human interaction. the medical field. I mean, we've lost faith in just every institution in the world right now. So it wouldn't be anything to see robots walking around a hospital caring for patients and things like that, because no one really cares like they used to, right? Because the system is just all about for profit. And when it's for profit, it just has to keep running. It's not personal, it's just business. All right. But it's woven into every fabric of this country, the world, right? Um, so that was the main premise of the group, is just to keep us abreast of what's happening for free, right? And then we do have a few paid verticals. So that AI report, I think it's $97. You put in your industry, and then you get this report back. The report also gives you how to upskill, like the exact courses that you can take for that, so you can get certification in it. It gives you what jobs are going to be displaced from your industry, and then what new jobs are going to be created. It's not a one for one, guys. When they cut a staff of 10,000, they're not bringing in 10,000 more in the age of AI. You're going to be one of few. And then for all my black and brown people, all the DEI shit is out the door now. So they don't have to give you anything at this point now. And I don't care, because I care for people who care about it, but I don't care overall, because I go where I'm celebrated, not where I'm tolerated. I just build my own shit. That's it. So this is the AI Visionaries Network, and this is what it's built on, right? This is just a place that you guys come, partake in information. We meet bi-weekly, and then we go from there. The second phase of it, which we're going to start this year, was we're going to start to create an agency. So Skyton Academy is going to be an agency where we're going to start to teach people how to create chatbots to then resell it, right? Because at this point, when there's no jobs, you have to create opportunity for yourself. Okay. So anytime that technology has displaced, they've also created an immense opportunity for consultants, right? So we have this small window where we can consult for people to teach them what AI is, or create chatbots for existing companies, or help people with, turning long form content to short form content. But again, as the technology is growing, I'm finding myself not able, but not wanting to hire people because of this particular program or software that cuts things in seconds. You know what I'm saying? So it's making our jobs a lot easier now. So, a lot of the stuff here is, and it just is what it is, guys. This has been happening since the beginning of time. So it's not slowing down, and it's actually moving faster than what they projected. So this is the first time in history that economists and just historians, they can't predict what things are going to look like in the next 5 or even 10 years. And that's a little scary. Right. But the one thing that we can do is we can just educate ourselves, upskill ourselves, and then just, just figure out what our purpose is here. One of the scariest parts about losing a job market and at this level that we're about to enter is a lot of people identify kind of who they are by what they do. Right. That's a scary thing. So when you get your first introduction, it's always like, hey, my name is such and I'm a firefighter. Or But so once you start to identify by what you do, once that goes away, then what's your identity now? So now we're talking about mental health crisis. We're talking about depression, suicide rate. Like it just is what it is, right? That's where everything is leading. So at the academy, we're just here to really. It's not a big job for us to save humanity, but it's a little bit it's a little bit of a strain. So that's what we do here. So this is AI for breakfast. And again, just a quick formal introduction on what it is. You have access to free classes. We'll probably have maybe 30 something courses in the next couple months coming up. And then once we get into the agency part, this is where we kind of break off. This is for people who want to be entrepreneurs. This is for people who want to run their own business. You'll be working alongside myself and Champ, just showing you guys how to everything from setting up an LLC to automating systems and setting up processes. You'll be able to buy businesses in the agency and just white label it. White label means you'll just put your own name and logo and stuff on there, and then you'll be trained up to then start to get clients. Okay, to then offer various different types of services. And this is something that I do on the side also for some clients. I've been doing marketing services for a while, and I'm getting back into it with the AI situation. So you have this small window because there's so many small and mid-sized businesses that don't know how to efficiently run this thing. So when you're skilled and you offer your services, whether it's a multitude of services, then you can start to have clients paying you on a monthly retainer or a one-off to set up their systems. But again, we have a small window. The last course that was just set up is AI agents, and this is where the shit gets real. You literally could have a personal assistant working for you. So we're working on our own AI agents. I'm looking to duplicate myself so that way I could be not only on this call, but I could be on a call in the Philippines. I could be on a call in anywhere in the world, transcribing in a different language, teaching people the same way I teach you. So that's where we're headed now. So you can make a good living with AI agents if you know one what it is and how to navigate that whole system and then how to set yourself up to be a personal assistant. And listen, guys, this in the age of AI, just stick to something that you love. Don't enter something that you know you may not like. Start to look at your career choices today. If you have children in college or going to college, like you guys need to have a conversation because every day things are changing. So if you commit to something that is going to take 2 to 4 years or even 8 years for a degree, you might be sending these kids down the wrong path. Actually, you will be sending these kids down the wrong path if you don't do your research correctly. All right.
Absolutely.
So when you do the AI job impact report, $97 could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. Right. Just don't send your kid to these institutions that are failing. I called it. This is the next bubble. The education bubble is the next bubble. There's no way that college degrees should cost as much as they cost. And then there's a dwindling job market. It's been a dwindling job market, and you can never pay off the debt back. It's just a debt trap at the end of the day. Now, there are some degrees where you need certification. I'm not a guy who's been indoctrinated into anybody's system. It just whacked at me. But the lawyers, the doctors, those traditional means. But even that stuff is going to change now, right? Healthcare is probably one of the biggest sectors that's being affected by it. Robot nurses are going for anywhere between $3 to $8 an hour. So you guys are on your way out of there. There are students right now sitting in classes where the professors are like, "There's not going to be any jobs because of these machines and this learning that we created." Remember this: we fed this machine. We are continuing to feed this machine information every day. And what does it do? It makes our life convenient. We enter convenience culture, which then takes away our ability to earn and live if you don't know how to navigate. So we are burning this shit at both ends. Convenience culture strips us of our innate ability to do for self. Welcome to the age of AI. We're fucked if you don't get it together. Trust me when I tell you that.
That was a ball. I like that.
I like that too.
Yeah.
All right. Shit, if AI could recreate this shit that comes out of my head, then we're really fucked. Um, Listen, AI agents is a big narrative. Champ is going to bring AI agents on the crypto side. Guys are making a lot of money with this stuff, like millions of dollars. I'm out. I'm sitting that one out. I'm just going to watch it from afar. I'll put a little bit of money in, but I'm not going to chase that narrative. But again, it is a big crypto component with the AI agent. I want you guys to run through the course. I'm not going to give you too much on it to kind of, take away the course, but it is the biggest thing in AI news cycle right now is AI agents.
Yep.
All right. So I want to give you guys a couple things on these agents right here. So here's a couple real world examples of AI agents, guys. So customer service chatbot that would be considered an AI agent, right? A virtual agent that's deployed by businesses to handle customer service inquiries. This is going to be the death of emails. No more emails in the future. Everything's going to be, and I've been off of emails. I don't even have them on my cell phone anymore. I damn near don't listen to. I don't really subscribe to any sort of emails anymore like that. I'm more in control of just my inbox, not that inbox. So my wife, it drives her crazy. Well, not anymore because she knows where I'm going with it. It's like, you didn't get the email from the kids' school, and I'm like, I'm not interested in that. Like you'll tell me about it, or you'll throw it on the calendar. That's just me reclaiming my time because I was that pop-up comes in the top right. I've cut that off, and then you want to respond. You're always of service to somebody asking you a goddamn question. And by the time you send the email back, they're not even replying to you in real time. So I've totally gained control back of just my day by not messing with my inbox. And if you think that's a game, watch this right here. This is if it shows up. I got a lot of screens open, guys. Actually, let me just give you everything. You see this right here?
Mhm.
These are all my emails. And you see the unopened shit, 35,000. I'm not touching nothing, period. It would drive you crazy. I have so many verticals, so many businesses, so many, it's becoming too much. Right. So for all of you that think that you're not doing enough and you're hearing guys online like, oh, you should have 10 verticals and a couple different hustles,
Not for everybody.
it's not. And trust me, I can handle this and it's not for me. It's got my eyes blurry. It's got me like fucking doing too much. And then I don't drop the ball on a lot of things at all. But it's making me work. My brain work. So, physical work is one thing, but mental power and the ability to, I'm not a computer at the end of the day. So we're operating as if we're computers. When ChatGPT came on the scene, I found myself, and Champ would tell you, I was in overdrive. We have a content writer. We tend to queue up. I'll put everything in chat first, and then he'll grab it and give our tone and our sound. So we're not just regurgitating ChatGPT all day to you. But what it did was it finally gave me that personal assistant that I was looking for. Anytime I have an idea, boom, I go in there, and then I'm just tuning it up, and it's like I had to just put a pause on it. I'm like, all right, you know what? No more. Cleaned up. I told you guys before I sold, all the real estate portfolio, just everything out the door. I just needed to hit Control Alt Delete on life. It became too much. And then on top of that, you have to feed this machine every day. I went on to Instagram. I never had an open page before until I started business. And then it's like, hold on, this is a business in itself. And then I found myself, yeah, I'm a content creator. And I'm like, I ain't sign up for all this shit. I just shooting the breeze once in a while in 90 seconds and I talk my shit and I'm out. But it is the way that I'm making money right now. I'm feeding my family this way, but then it's like I can't be on this ride for too long. So influencers and content creators, you have about 1 year left to soak up or take up or just gain access to as many people as possible. Get them inside a community, right? Because once social media came about and Web3 started, what happened was we used to have websites before. So we interacted with our customers. We knew who you guys were. And this is why when we come on here, everybody, Sonia and Deb, everybody's family here. Like we've have known each other for years. They've watched hours of our content, so I'm not identified by IG. So if IG cut me off, Connect Wednesdays, see you there. So that's what we've been doing. So you have to find a way to get a community and keep that community tight and just keep growing with the community. So when we first started, it was cryptocurrency. Now when you get into the academy, it's professional development, personal development. We talk about health and wellness. It is a holistic approach to everything. And it's just who I am, it's who Champ is. And that's what we give you. Um, what else? Yeah, so this AI shit is real, guys. Get through those courses, take your time. And I hate to be adding more to your plate, but this is kind of like, this is important. This could save you a lot of time too. So the AI Impact Report is the first of one of the paid products that we have. And like I said, it's 97 bucks. You run your industry. If you have kids or anybody that's looking to make a change, a career change, or just wanting to know what's happening in your career, don't be dumb. Don't think that they're going to, I don't care what they say in those board meetings or your job can't be cut. Everybody's on the chopping block. Teachers, uh, police and fire. Like this shit is gonna be weird.
Everybody. Yeah,
Everybody.
nobody's exempt, all the way down to the janitor.
The biggest thing about this group, and I want you to think about, is we need to start to create in the space, right? Because if we leave it in the hands of again white males sitting in a dark room all day, creating whatever they're creating, there's no empathy, there's no love, there's nothing that comes out of these tech guys outside of just sitting in front of a computer all day. They don't feel, they don't have kids. A lot of these guys, like, I can't trust none of these guys. Period. Can't hold a family together. You definitely cannot hold a nation together. That's it. So watch who we are supporting. You have Sam Altman with Open AI, and right there, Bill Gates is like his savior, and then now Bill Gates is here. And listen, Bill Gates will tell you one thing: what they're looking to do in AI is they're looking to scrub the entire internet of disinformation or misinformation, whatever that means. Right. So it's their job to just say control what you and I say, good, bad, or indifferent. Freedom of speech gone, civil liberty gone, all of it gone. Technology would be able to control all that. It'd be tied to your digital wallet, your digital ID, you name it, and then your ability stops. It's happening in China right now. You jaywalk, penalty. You do this, penalty. You do this, can't fly. You do this, can't drive for how many weeks? So once everything's on this electric grid, that's how easy it is for them to cut your ability off. And my friends are seeing this. So that story I told you about the ghost kitchen, that's real. They left. They're going back to a kitchen, in person. That's the one thing they can't take away, but they're starting to touch on that human element of just, and then that it creates more divide and separation between us, right? The start of that was during the pandemic where it's like 6 feet apart, keep a mask on, don't talk to each other, don't. So now we couldn't even share information that we had with each other because they controlled the narrative at the time. So we have family members we don't talk to because of a difference of opinion because they were pitting us against each other. This shit is whack. I don't care what anybody does with their body, but just don't come for me and what I do, and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
And come to find out the whole shit is a hoax. And if they ran it back again, guess what? Same play, same outcome, same people doing the same thing. So we're contrarians here on this side. Like my whole thing is listen, don't just listen to what we say, just do your research at the end of the day. All right. So we know that legacy news, that shit is dead, right? There's the Joe Rogans of the world, the marketing underscore gurus and those guys, those guys are great guys to listen to. Not just thinkers. That's it. Nobody's trying to sway you in any particular way. We just ask the right questions and we put information in front of you and then you just have to discern. We're losing touch with our own intuition. Once they grab, yeah, I know already. I'm not going to play that clip, but he who controls your mind, controls your time, that back and forth shit. That's for my 4-day guys. I'm having fun in that class too. That's probably one of my favorite classes
Yeah,
thus far.
hands
And
down.
nothing against the academy. We've had some classic moments, but this 4-day class now, golly, they're coming from an accountability space. So they came to us already primed for the bullshit. So we're kind of, it's like we knew each other already.
Right.
And I've never watched Path, just so you guys know, that was more Champ's situation. So I didn't know I knew what I was entering, but I didn't know of her intimately like Champ did. Um, all right, so what else we got?
Um, so you touched on,
Drop the link for 12 o'clock. So if you guys are not members of the Skyton Academy, you'll just come on and rock with us today. I'm doing it's not going to be long, but it's going to be planning and execution. This is one of the courses that you get included in your membership. We tend to do it at the top of the year. It sets up your entire year. And it just shows you how to just kind of chunk and just create good scheduling and just frees up a lot of time. So it plays off the time management situation. So I'm just going to kind of go over a couple things. We do that every year, just so you know. Usually it's towards the end of the year, but this year I was burnt this year. I couldn't do anything at the end of this year outside of just like recharging, detoxing, and getting ready for this shit. Virtual personal assistants. This is going to be a big one. So we already have it now. Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant. These are all versions of AI agents. These are people that you say, "Hey Siri, play such and such," and then if you got all the bullshit in your house, it's gonna do whatever. We have unplugged all of that. Like I'm not even doing that stuff anymore. They're just data collection tools that we don't get paid off of. Not that I'm against it, but they're listening 24/7, and a lot of shit is said in this house. They're hearing everything anyway, but I don't want to give it to like Samsung and my remote control. Like it's just getting crazy now.
yeah, and it's going to continue to grow with all these
Yeah,
smart devices.
yeah. And have you ever declined a terms and conditions on an app and ever been able to download it?
Most
Every
people,
app, no matter what it does for you, it could be a gym app. They need your microphone, they need your address book, and it's like this is our IP that we're giving away to these guys. And I kept telling you before, if you're not paying for it, you are the product. So think about everything in that app store. We don't own shit. And just when you think free is like convenient, good luck. Good
um,
luck with this convenience culture.
yeah.
They will have to reclassify people in the future because you won't be able to do anything. I don't even think your limbs will work properly.
You see, they got robotic and automated arms and robotics that are being literally being integrated into the human body right now.
I mean, listen,
Microchip.
some of the modern technology stuff I'm not opposed to. If you can give people back vision, then this is what technology is for,
Yeah.
right? people who never heard before. You could hearing like, shit. Listen, well, how much is that? I'll pay for it, right? If I didn't have hearing. But some of the other things, that are the chat GPTs, the kids that are growing up on just so much information at their fingertips, never the ability to learn or discern for themselves, right? Because the chat is only going to give you what it's been fed. And there's a lot of bias going on in this too. Like I said, if there's not a multitude of people at the table creating stuff, then whatever this kid in this office did, I have to kind of live with it. So when I do chat, I'm offline with my chat. I have a business account and we're just, we're creating. I don't let a lot of my stuff feed into the overall chat. And Champ, I got to show you that too.
Okay.
How to set up just separate things that aren't fed, that you're not feeding chat for the public domain. But either
Got
way, I don't trust them anyway, so it all doesn't matter. So you got Google Assistant, book appointments. So literally, if I have this trip coming up soon with the chat agent, I can say, listen, I'm going to 3 cities. Here are my dates. I need you to set up my itinerary. I like swimming, biking, hiking, whatever. It'll scour the internet, come right back with all pricing, links, and it can even book everything. Like this is where the future's going. No more software. All those third-party softwares that we use, that shit is all dead. Everyone will literally have a personal assistant at their fingertip. And I'm not opposed to a lot of that stuff, right? Because this is where we get our information anyway. So let's not be dumb. We've been on Google forever asking it questions. No one has the what's the encyclopedias we used to have back in the day at home. Shit where we never had the full set, but somehow your parents had it. I know they ain't buy it. Like you can't get any information from that for today. The library with the card catalog. How many books are you going to read to find information today? It's just a new day now. So I'm kind of caught in between two worlds, the old and the new, and then what I'm about to create, which is my own reality. And hopefully you guys do the same. Healthcare assistant, this is cool. Champ put me on to something that was pretty cool. Here's the part that's crazy. The biggest narrative in AI is AI companion. People are looking to talk to people now. So they're going to this AI companion, and this person, whatever it is, you're just going to feed it information. Hey, I'm having problems in my relationship. And this is like a friend to you now. And I mean, one of the companion apps went down the other day and people were like distraught, like they lost their parents or something or a loved one. Not that we love all our parents the same, but that's why I had to say a loved one. Um, so AI companion is big. AI companion, and then you're going to get into the AI robot situation, and then it's everyone should love is love, right? Everyone should love who they want to love. So y'all see where we're going with this? This shit is crazy. Um, but I guess it's all part of it. Self-driving car systems. Now that we have quantum computing, the ability to now fill in the blanks between on and off. That's what quantum computing is. That's what's going to give us the ability to be able to fly and do everything in real time. Some great, some bad. You know, it's like this at every iteration of life since I've been studying this stuff. So, um, AI recruitment tools, that's big. E-commerce products, shit, TikTok look like it's on its way out. That's another issue that you guys need to start paying attention to. The ability for a government to tell you that you need to sell your company or shut down in America. Welcome to America, the home of the great. AI writing and content creation tools, Jasper, Write Sonic. So when you get in the book, we kind of touch upon some things. So I just wanted to give you a brief breakdown of what the AI agent is. We've been using AI, guys, for a long time now. So we have been building this and we weren't even paid for it. If the tech companies paid their weight, then it wouldn't matter if you didn't go to work or not, because there would be something coming back to you. Can you imagine giving somebody information and they monetize it every day and they even charge you for your information? So if you ever wanted to know what selling water to a well is, welcome to the new world. Yeah, I'm saddened by this shit.
It's one of those things where you kind of have to walk a fine line. You have to be aware of all things, but you also have to just kind of embrace technology as it is, but also give it a little bit of resistance at the same time. So it's like you can't trust everything, but you have to just be aware and abreast of things because it's being integrated everywhere. So every industry, every market, every financial system, all of it, it's all automation, it's all AI, and businesses are capitalizing off this. So the same way they are, you have to as an individual. You know what I mean? So it really starts with your family. You have to look at it like if this is a world of business, right? Look at your family as a business. You are the CEO, your wife is the CEO. And together, you guys have to run your household effectively. So you have to be abreast of what's going on around you and outside of the home to be able to empower the people within your home. So, that's just one of those things. I don't really contribute too much on the AI side. Um, Steve he spearheaded this and he actually brought me into the fold. So I'm always a student of the game. I never approach things as I'm the master. I'm always sitting in the student seat. But I am seeing first and foremost, I was really resistant to AI, right? And I'm big on crypto. So when he brought AI to me and automation to me, it shows how you can basically replicate yourself and empower your business to do so much more and your verticals to do so much more outside of what you just do as one person daily. So we've integrated it into what we do and we've seen exponential growth to be able to tap in and touch so many people more than what we could just do as Champ and Steve. So this stuff is powerful, but there's always cons when you have pros. So just to not overtalk it, just make sure you guys are walking that fine line, finding that balance.
So again, another product powered by Skyton Academy. It we were thinking about changing this to a pay model at some point. So if you have friends and family that are at all interested in AI, or just send them the link to join. It once you're in, you're just grandfathered in. If we decided to pay,
Yeah.
turn to a pay model. I'm not interested in like really charging for this at the end of the day, but there will be some verticals within that are. But again, when you have a free model, you have like zero, and I mean zero engagement. There's like no engagement happening right now
Mhm.
inside the group. So we drop articles, not even a like, not even a comment. Um, so now what we're trying to do is that we're going to start to simplify and summarize articles for people, because I'm noticing even with my children, they anything past like 30 seconds, they're like, yo, is this over yet? I'm like, yeah, I have no clue. It's a generation of shorts, smart as shit, but they ain't going no deeper than what's on the surface. Some of them, not all of them. So we're trying to get our bunch together, so they're not my tagline here is don't be dumb, and it's with love too, because I be on some dumb shit a lot of times, but I'm usually smarter than dumber most days. So let's embrace it. Let's lean into it. Let's not be fearful of it, right? Because what you fear and what you focus on will expand. So don't be dumb. It's not that scary. And we have our eldest member in here. She's pretty young, but that Barb, how old are you now, Barb? Unmute her. And listen, if you think there's no
Uh,
learning after a certain age, she's definitely
ah,
the spokesperson for that. How old are we today?
today,
Yeah.
81.
What's
Next
up?
month, 82.
Let's
I'm
go.
taking you to dinner
Let's
too.
go.
I'm taking you to dinner for your birthday, so dress up.
All righty.
Put them heels
Okay.
on. Put them heels on.
Listen, understand Miss Barbara too. She is a powerhouse. She
Hold on,
learned.
hold on. Miss Barbara, why did you want to learn cryptocurrency? What was your reason behind it?
Yeah, exactly where I was
Well,
going.
I was intrigued with the technology. I've been interested in nanotechnology for a while. And then
Mm-hmm.
when I found out about blockchain technology, it was like my whole world expanded. And it was an opportunity to be on the front line
Mm-hmm.
of what's coming. Because, like with the Web 2, when the internet was coming in, I was like not there. I wasn't present with that. But to
Mm-hmm.
see this opportunity with Web 3, I said, I'm not letting it pass me by. And plus, I have children and grandchildren and great grandchildren.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Wow.
congrats.
And
Congrats.
I want to be an example and I want to leave them books. I love books. I love to read. Because no matter what they take from you, if you have the ability to read and grow and learn, there's nothing anyone can really keep you from doing. So I just want to leave them that type of a legacy to be inquisitive and curious about their world. Explore it. So we doing good over here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Straight
Man,
up. And I
Uh,
mean, we got her through on this one too. So in the beginning, it's always a learning curve, but she stuck with it, and she's got it.
she's
She's
helping
got it.
other
Sharp as
people.
a wit.
Yeah, she's
So
helping
this also when everybody's like, "Do I have time?" Or "Is it too late?" You're bugging. You're worried about XRP. It's a whole life in front of us.
straight up.
So
Man.
we have them, and we don't even have that many young people in here, like under 18, 18 to 20.
Mhm.
They're not really interested in it. And that's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And they need it
But
the
I can't say that we don't have them because some of them just, they probably have big Bitcoin bags and, they're not all out of touch with it. But for the most part, uh, they're being indoctrinated into a system that's not preparing them for the future. So listen, $50 a month, guys, versus $50,000 a year and some dated shit. And you got to sit through nonsense all day. Education's about to be flipped upside down.
absolutely.
You have Andrew Tate with university.com, which he purchased for $30 million, the domain. Things are different. It's all certification nowadays. You just have to, and it's been like that even for me. And that when I went to school for computer science, people were getting certifications. They didn't have to go to 4-year degree to get the jobs right now. So we just have to kind of relearn and rethink, and just as a nation or a world in general. And that's it, man. I'm just here to serve. So this is what I'm doing on my Saturday mornings, man. Just pouring into people.
So
Yeah.
definitely an honor, man, to be on the forefront of this. You know what I mean? And bring it to people in different communities, different states, different places, all for one common goal, helping the people, man. That's it. So we greatly appreciate y'all. Um, Steve, did you want to go into anything else? We got the call at 12.
No, we
Um,
could end it here.
okay.
Yeah, so just look out for our text messages. Interact if you can come on. Next month we're gonna have a app that you're gonna be able to download, so it's gonna be a lot more user friendly. You'll get alerts and things like that. It's mobile friendly now, but it's not like a real mobile app. So we're working on that, uh, just to catch up with the times a little bit. Things are a little glitchy with technology, guys. So this is a place that we're trying to build for us, not so much living on Meta or even Zoom. At the end of the day, this Zoom is on borrowed time. Yeah, we're going to start to use more decentralized apps, apps that aren't recording, apps that aren't, can't, your ability to say things is there. The walls are closing in on me, and I don't like to feel like that. I'm a free spirit, and I like to be left alone and just to my own accord. And too much control is around me. And I didn't come here for that at
Yeah.
all. So that's it. Hopefully I'm an inspiration to a lot of people. And yeah, we just lead in honesty and truth, man, and validate all of it. Don't listen to us. We're just putting information together. What do we know?
But truly, that's a gem. It doesn't matter where the information is coming from. Question everything. Ask
Stuff for
questions.
your own intuition.
Yeah. Ball.
So he dropped the link. You want to drop it again? 12 o'clock, we're doing planning and execution. Even if you're not a member, this is for all our paid members, $50 a month to join the academy. We're talking about putting aside $600 for the year. And if there's ever $600 that you spend on 1 year, it's going to be 2025. Trust me. January 20th, the game starts. Get the clowns out the way, bring the new clowns in. Right? They're all clowns at the end of the day. But the new set of clowns have a little bit of a vendetta. So I'm going to show you guys how to get opportunity. And if you can't make money under Donald Trump administration, you just don't want to make money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I don't want to hear shit right now. These guys are going to tell you exactly where, whatever, and then there's going to be a whole lot of distractions. But this is the administration to make money with. Pro crypto administration. Like you couldn't script this any better. Now, all the other stuff, if y'all want to get involved in that, then go ahead. You're just gonna be living in fear and flight all day, and no one does well when they're fucking with your nervous system. So let's just stay the course. Let's invest in opportunity, keep gaining knowledge, and then when we get the money, just don't be a sucker with the shit. That's all. Create more opportunity for people. How did I do today?
Drop a fire emoji in the chat, man. If you guys enjoyed this, and drop a trash emoji if you hated it.
Oh man, you putting them under pressure like that. You can drop it though. I like the other side of it. It makes me better.
On fire, baby.
Love it. Listen, I got some big news for you guys too. I'm gonna be sharing soon. Yeah, we got some real dope things going on in the academy. Good partnerships coming up. This is the year of implementation. So hurry up, catch up, understand what this cryptocurrency shit is. When you join the academy, there's a foundation 5-part situation. We're actually updating it, and even if you took it, the update would just be cleaner. You get access to it for free, or you can buy it for $97 and have ownership of it, where you can watch it over and over. So I have people that pay the 50 and they also purchase it just so they can download it, or you just download the information and there's all PDFs. So you hold on to your information. Like Ms. Barb said, giving books and things like in the future, they're not going to have this. So digitally, if you think they erase history back then in the books, just imagine how they could erase history in a digital world. Right? Because you won't find, once that lady ran for office, you didn't find any news on her from back in the day. They if it wasn't for people with screenshots and recordings and stuff, they were trying to hide everything. So it's definitely harder to do it, but it's a lot easier to erase history. So ACBC, before COVID, after COVID. Welcome to AC. But we're here to prepare you guys. I'm not here to just point out a problem and not give a solution. I'm solution based in our approach. We're solution based. What we got?
Cheryl actually asked an incredible question. Cheryl, thank you for joining us and being with us. She said, do you guys ever do straight Q&As inside the academy? So whether it's AI for breakfast, our AI calls, our members only calls, or our dot connects. Sometimes we do just straight Q&As. We always like to tell you guys what's going on because every single week there's new updates and partnerships, things that we want to cover. We like to be on the front end of information to prepare our students. But yes, we do schedule calls strictly for Q&As.
Well, not too many of that because we're fucking running our mouth so much. So you're right. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is we're gonna set up for all Academy members, especially the new ones. The old ones kind of know they're grandfathered in, so they know what it is. So for all new members, we'll throw something on the calendar. It'll be a new member orientation day. I was gonna do that anyway once we kind of fixed up and cleaned up some things, and then you'll come on there and it'll just be Q&A on that session. Yeah, because I'll be tired of just running my mouth all the damn time. So yeah, you're right about that. So within the next couple of weeks, we'll just schedule that. If you're a member, old or new, we'll have one Q&A session, and then it'll be an orientation day because we have a lot of new members that came in. Absolutely. Guys, if there's never a time for you to take this information and act on it, it's now. Trust me. We're going to have a generation of people, because we're in the information age, that are going to say, why the hell didn't I get involved in that? And you're seeing it with Bitcoin right now. I get messages all day. They're like, damn, Steve, you've been telling me about this. They measure crypto in Bitcoin. My mom this morning, an hour and a half conversation, she keeps saying Bitcoin like it's crypto. But she knows. But this is how programmed we are in society. So don't be the one on that other side of no one knows the price of regret. We can't put a number on regret. But I can tell you that if you miss out on some of these assets at these low prices, you're going to be interacting with it anyway. So better to stay ahead of this than behind it.
Absolutely.
All right. So we're jumping off of this and we're going on to the other link.
Yep.
And again,
So
guys, this is a free session.
I just dropped the link again. Sonia, for everyone who doesn't know, because I know there's a lot of new people, Sonia, she is here with us. She's been dropping information and links within the chat. She is one of Skyton Academy's admins, so we want to formally welcome her um, to that position. She's been sitting in it for a little while now, but we want to welcome her to you all. Sonia is super smart. She's super sharp. She holds us accountable. She's a great addition to the team. So whenever you guys see links and stuff that comes from Sonia as well, they're verifiable. I don't want you guys to just feel like somebody is just dropping random links or spam or something like that. They're our links. They're real links. All right.
And listen, she's a student that's been with us since like day one,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
This is beyond like a a business or anything. It's just she's been on our necks since the first day, and I'm like, all right, cool. Um, let's make it happen. And she's not asking for anything, and that's the means of exchange, right? Because we just have this currency as a language, and we just speak the same language.
Right.
Hopefully
So
that didn't go over your head.
big facts.
All right.
So the link is in the chat. She's dropped it. I've dropped it again. We starting the call right away. So
And
go
this
ahead.
replay will be up. All right. The replays always go up. So just look at the channels on the left-hand side. We have channels and you'll see replays. Just be curious. Dig around. All right. Champ, take us out.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. That has been our January 11th session of AI for Breakfast. Replay will be up. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Big love. We'll see you on the next one.